of history with each other. Jakal has progressed so much since Smash 4 up to Ultimate today. He has definitely solidified himself as a top 5 PR contender for sure. Gons, no slouch though. You know him, you definitely love him. Gons has always been on the talks of being, potential of a top 3. I don't know why I see the stage, but how do we get here? How do we get here?
I don't know. It's very funny. Yeah, listen, both these players, I'm pretty sure both these guys are going to be in the top 10 of the PR. Not that it really matters, but yeah, listen, Jakal's been a pole bearer for Jersey Smash for a long time, as has Gons. One of the both these guys having their own separate success stories. Near the tail end of Smash 4, Gons really made a name for himself. Then again, artist now known as YouTubeMan, and I'm gonna try, for professional reasons, to call him YouTubeMan.
Yeah,
that's what he wants to be called. So we're gonna try.
Yeah, definitely subscribe to his YouTube, man. That is the whole catch with his new tag. But of course, you know him as Great Gonzalez. He has the Palu, he has Belmont, he has a lot of characters. He has a Diddy, but we're not gonna see any of those characters because he's also bringing back a character in Game & Watch who has done him a lot of wonders as well. So I like the pick. I like what his Game & Watch is going to be able to do. Hopefully, it can keep up with the likes of Jakal, who has been tearing up every single local that he's been to. He's been to a lot of fusions. He's been doing it at PSS. So hopefully he can continue that streak going in his favor. But to start off, 60% off the back, Gons is going to start off strong.
Yeah, again, and it hasn't really been the easiest for Jakal these last few weeks. He's lost to, there's a lot of losing to Zamba, a lot of, I think I lost her to Skirp, in the last month or so. So definitely hasn't been the easiest thing in the world, for Jakal. So, it would be nice to see an adjustment here. But again, these two are such long-time rivals that it's going to be, really hard to pull one over on Gons. He's a perfect litmus test on just kind of how good of a player you are in this area.
Yeah.
So but again, right now you definitely have to respect it in a matchup that I imagine isn't too favorable for Wolf.
Yeah, definitely going to be hard for a character like Wolf to be able to keep up with a character like Game & Watch. But one thing to keep in mind, Game & Watch dies a lot earlier. If you're able to find those big hits, which Wolf has a plethora of big hits in his arsenal to work with, you're going to be seeing those stocks end pretty early. One thing I like about Jakal is that he's very patient. He doesn't force any options to come out. He just waits for the opponent to do one bad mistake, maybe something that is worth punishing, and he takes full advantage of it. But Gons not allowing it to happen. You see all the damage tacked up. That back throw is not going to seal the stock, but it's going to give Jakal stage control.
Yeah, again, having a kind of a rough time securing the stock is YouTubeMan, but Jakal going to be able to shark through the platform with that up air and take that stock. So, and again, YouTubeMan coming off of a second place finish at Smash Philadelphia this weekend, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, second place. He did really well. He performed very well as well. I mean, you saw the Diddy come out for most of Smash Philadelphia, but you know what? It's Gons. It's YouTubeMan. He has a lot of characters in his arsenal, and he also has a fair that kills at a very 170%. So yeah, but one thing to keep in mind is that you never really have the lead against a character like Game & Watch, especially with YouTubeMan's Game & Watch, because the moment that he finds it, he is going to use that judgment when you least expect it or when it's true, and you have to pray that you do not get nined.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's rough stuff here. Both players doing a good job. Keeping things pretty close right now. YouTubeMan having a rough time getting out of the corner. And again, Jakal and Wolf in general, one of the best characters at ledge trapping you into oblivion. Kind of an awkward interaction with the bomb, colliding with the F smash right there. So that's going to at least buy Game & Watch a little bit more time here. And okay, Jab,
no.
whatever, bro. Okay, whatever.
You hate to see it because you would think that the jab would give Gons a lot of advantage right there and tack on a lot of damage too, but just pressing the shield button and then getting the punish right there with the up smash is going to put Jakal up and put him in a favorable position right now. Beautiful exchange with that combo string of Wolf. 71% tacked on. A very scary position right now if you're YouTubeMan, not being able to get anything going in your favor. Ooh.
Yeah, it's rough stuff right here. The rough landing on the platform right there for YouTubeMan. It's going to be a 2 stock for Jakal right there. Looking awfully clean.
Yeah, good stuff right there from Jakal. It was a slow start for him, but you know, he kicked up towards the middle of that game, and it ended up going in his favor. YoutubeMan, a little bit of ground to work with, but you know what? We're gonna see a character that we don't see really often. I'm pretty sure he brought it out last week, so you know, it's good to see that the Palutena is back out for Gons. He is in a win mode kind of attitude as of late. He definitely, you know, started picking up this game a lot more seriously, I should say. So, you know, the Palu is a great pick. Definitely an even game, even a matchup right here between Wolf and Palu.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And YoutubeMan trying to find, you know, refuge with a former Flame. You know, people tend to forget, again, the artist formerly known as the Great Gonzalez made the PGR with Palutena. So, you know, it feels like a long time ago. It feels like ancient history at this point. But listen, this character still has some sauce, you know, albeit not, you know, autoplay, turn your brain off, broken sauce, but still, you know, a pretty decent spread, you know, across, you know, the matchups in the game, and again, still performing very well at a high level at majors as well, with Louis Money continuing to do well with Palutena. So definitely a lot of metagame to be had here, but in one of her harder matchups, YoutubeMan having a rough time against Wolf.
Yeah, and you're just seeing the same things happening from game 1 is happening into game 2, but that drag down into back throw is going to put Palutena in a good situation. YoutubeMan, still a lot of ground to make up if he wants to bring this back, but you know what? The way that Jakal plays, it's just kind of like, I'm not going to approach you as that beautiful Wolf Flash, just tacking on a lot more damage, putting YoutubeMan in a even worse scenario, but the back air is going to come in clutch right there and bring this to a 2-stock game. Nothing that Palutena isn't capable of bringing it back, you know, with those nairs. So hopefully YoutubeMan can start getting a good string going, getting some damage up. But it seems like Jakal is just going to play that passive game, not even try to approach.
Yeah, no, it's tough stuff, man. As you know, YoutubeMan gonna find themselves in a pretty deep hole right here. Palutena, you know, I think if Palu's able to get Wolf in a scenario off stage, then things have definitely, you know, work out well for YoutubeMan here. But it's such a tall ask. You know, Palutena's, you know, things that made her really, really good just aren't necessarily as great anymore. Nerfed you know, nerfed grab range among most things. Some of her grab combos don't follow nearly as well. Okay, bro. You tried.
You got to respect it. I mean, you see the attempt right there. Something that could work, potentially maybe of a factor in the future, maybe even the near future. We could be seeing some of that happen later on in bracket. Hopefully if Jakal is capable of hitting them. But till then, you know, still keeping on that pressure. Still putting on, making YoutubeMan have to work for these kills. Because you see, he's just throwing out one attack, making sure it's safe, and he's not allowing himself to get punished for it. That is something that Jakal has been excelling in, and even catching him with the teleportation, knowing exactly where he's going to land.
Yeah, the wheels have potentially fallen off here. Not yet, as Palutena continues to stay alive here, but the drop zone there, that's going to be all she wrote, as Jakal's going to move on in straight games here, moving on to winner semis over YoutubeMan.
Yeah.